I don't have a script prepared for this one. I wasn't prepared for this one. I wasn't even planning to be here today. What movie is that from? I wasn't supposed to be here today. Clerks. Was it Randall? Tell me in the comments. No, I think it was Dante. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I wasn't supposed to be here today. No. I'm glad to be here. Guys, the internet is exploding from the photos of Harry and Meghan, specifically Meghan's stuff. And it is really cracking me up. And now there's more to come out from that nonsense. Photoshop, anyone? Anyone shocked? No, but there's some really funny stuff that has been discovered since my last video. So I thought we could talk about that and just have some laughs. I saw a post that made me laugh so hard. That's honestly what inspired me to get on. And I thought, you know what? I'll just record. I'll just wing it. We'll just record. We'll just have a little conversation here. We'll have some laughs and have a conversation. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jen. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the thumbs up and leave me comments, as all of those helps YouTube to recommend my videos. I sincerely appreciate that, and I appreciate all of you. Yeah, so I had just planned, happy Sunday, everybody. I'd planned to just post shorts today, but I had some thoughts. I found some things I just want to show you, and I want to have some laughs. Also, apologies, because in the last episode, again, I've had technical glitches. Sorry, bear with me. What's going on is they're working on internet in my area. So my internet is rocky at best. So if you notice that sometimes I go blurry, that's why. I do the best I can. I try to record a backup copy too, and I kind of switch between. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, in the last video, the end of my video got hacked off. So it just ended abruptly. Sorry about that. Okay, let's dive into this episode, though. I'm just so glad you're here, and I appreciate all of you. I've laughed so hard at your comments, your captions, and I have another caption the photo contest for this one. So get ready. And I do have What's the Goose Up, where I read some of your comments, because you guys have been brilliant in the comments. You always are. You're on fire right now, and I love them. So leave me comments, and you might be picked for an upcoming episode. But let's take a look and see what's going on with Meghan and Harry, shall we? Starting with this, as if, in fact, let me pull up the original photo so you can see what we're talking about here. Yeah, okay, I've got it here. So as if this wasn't weird enough, here's the photo, okay, in question. And shout out to Independent Swan. Stop looking at me, Swan. That's from Billy Madison. Anyway, I called at the time. I was like, well, we all did. This is a weird photo. They're all weird photos, but this is a weird photo because it seems to be almost like a thumbprint, right? And it's bright, and then it's darkness around. What's up with that? Well, this person is obviously more technologically advanced than I am and figured out how to, lighten the photo and do the editing something, and found that there's at least one more person there. And I wonder if that's a second person, but I also wonder if that's like flowers or something. Regardless, there's at least one other person there. So let me go back to the original so you can see it. There you go. And they were blacked out for the photo, so that way the focus could be on, look at me, look at Meghan, and the dog. And then this other person was blacked out. So I would love to know if that person's cool with it, what the reasoning was. I mean, hello. It's so Meghan can be the focus and the star of the show, right? But it's just kind of funny, and people are speculating on who it is. So I want to show you who they think it is, and then I want to show you what they found on Harry's photo. All right, so here we go. So this is the original poster saying, who is that? Meghan, as usual, posted a heavily edited, carefully curated private pics on her Insta. Apparently, she's saying she doesn't have Insta. This particular photo caught my attention. Who's the lady that was blacked out originally? I removed the edits, and it shows the woman next to Markle. How do you remove the edits? I would like to run all her photos through the program and remove her edits. How do you do that? Did she just lighten the photo? How do you do that? Anyway, so she's pointing out it's not Doria, it's not Marcus, it's not Harry. Is it Eugenie? I don't think so. See originally posted pic versus the one where I removed the edits. It looks like that person was instructed to take photos as well. It does appear like that woman is holding a camera. So it begs the question even more. Why would you post this photo? I know why. It's Meghan. She wanted to be, again, the star of things. Look at me. It's all about me. Me, 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 me. She must love that her name is Meghan. Her name isn't Meghan. It's Rachel. She chose Meghan because of the me, right? God. Anyway, so it looks like this person was instructed to take photos. So that's funny because she could have used one of those photos, but instead used a photo where this woman was in it and just decided to black out and focus on herself. I'm actually surprised she doesn't use that filter more because again, it puts her in laser focus. Oh, and then she's added look at all the jewelry. Right? I've been saying the same. We've all been saying the same. Who wears that pretentious crap when you're I'm all for good jewelry, not by the pool, not at the beach. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, trying to make sense out of something that makes no sense. And then shout out to KOB 27099 who found this, but I don't understand it either. They didn't post any more information that I could find because people are asking, well, where'd you get this photo? And they didn't say. So I'm curious too, where'd they get this photo? Where did this come from? Was this shared by somebody? I don't know. It's just interesting. So whoever this is, so they have theories on who they think it is. People are speculating, and we'll say it's just a speculation. There are two people that are speculating it is. One, the main speculation people are thinking is that it's Kat Jarman, that is the latest wife of Charles Spencer. And the reason they think it's her is because Charles and Kat, again, I'm just going by what's in the comments here, allegedly, they got married in Arizona, honeymooned over there. They think that maybe they could have shot over to Montecito, or maybe the dastardly duo went over there. I don't care. Anyway, they think it might be her. So that's an option. With Meghan, this photo could be from years ago or last week. The least truthful, often no rhyme or reason. Just look at me. Damn it. There you go. Look at me. I like it. Okay. No, that's Spencer's wife, number 17. They made a deal with Charles Spencer for the closed days to film. They stayed in California for the honeymoon. Cough. There you go. So that's speculation, is that they knew that I guess they were in exchange for them coming to Althorpe, they got to come to Montecito. Who knows? Who cares? According to their Instagram post, Charles Spencer and Kat got married in Arizona and had their honeymoon there. Of course, that doesn't mean they didn't make a quick sojourn to Montecito on their way home to the UK. As ever, who knows? It could be. She has more an authentic interaction with her dog than her children. I thought that was really funny. I'm ready to dive into the Harry of it all, but I wanted you to see that's who they speculated is. The second speculation they thought it might be is maybe this WME agent. So it could be, but I'm thinking, haven't we heard a million times that WME dumped her? But I think she's still with them, if I understand this correctly. So we'll say allegedly that she might still be with them, but she's been moved to whatever the lower tier of representation is, something like that. It's not like the top agents want to touch her with a 10-foot pole. It's like, somebody else. So who knows? Okay. There's that. Now let me show you what they're speculating about Harry. Let's look at what photo that's in question. You know the photo. We've seen it a lot. This one. Sun's out, buns out. Sun's out, give yourself a wedgie. Gross. Okay, so we were also focused on cheeks out for Diana. That I think a lot of us forgot to zoom in and look at Harry. Maybe you guys did. I didn't. I was just so by everything happening here that I forgot to go look at Harold of Harold and Fraud. But some people have. And what they're noticing is this. So people are pointing out, no way is that real. They think, we'll say allegedly, that they've photoshopped him to be more muscular. And shout out to Glittering Texas, who says, in what universe is Harry built like a Greek statue, Meghan? So she's pointing out that this is a thing. They think that they've photoshopped a better back on Harry. The thing is that's interesting to me is we just saw him at Goat Yoga a week ago. And, yeah. So the funny thing that the original poster pointed out was, if that's Harry, he's on an interesting training plan because the front and the back look wildly different. And maybe, who knows? That's just pretty funny. Okay, so this person says he's such a fox. No, he's not. But yeah, that's something that Meghan tried to pass off. I don't know. Typical Markle doctored photos. So this person asked what I want to know constantly, which is, why do they call out Catherine for Photoshop, but they never go after Meghan and Harry? And we found about 1 billion examples of, say alleged, but Photoshop. And we always tease, oh, okay, Miss, what was it, freakish attention to detail? Remember that was something that was bragged about with her. And it's like, no, you don't have a freakish attention to detail. It's freakish how much detail you miss. Maybe that's what they meant. But yeah, so that's an interesting point and something I always wonder about as well. Looks like a doctored photo of William. So I thought that was funny. People started thinking, well, Prince William's way more athletic, as is Catherine. Oh, and they pointed out that Catherine looked so beautiful and athletic after climbing the mountains, that Meghan's photo, while I still believe is a look at me and call back to Diana, that's a good point. We just saw our beautiful Catherine in shorts and being athletic, climbing the mountains. And so this is Meghan's attempt to do that. So then people are speculating they tried to Photoshop maybe Prince William's back on Harry. And I started laughing, thinking, oh, if there was some way to prove that, oh, that would be so funny if that she Photoshopped Prince William's back on Harry. Isn't that funny? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I wanted to show you those, and then I want to show you a comment that's had me laughing ever since I've read it, and it's got my wheels turning, so I want to make a video all about this because I think it's really funny. Let's see. Shout out to, hold on, here we go. Shout out to Tight Put. Tight Put says, why does she wear her pants up to her boobs and he wear his pants really, really low? As if he's a teenage girl in the 90s and early 2000s. Oh my gosh. As soon as they said that, it clicked. And I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. That's what's happening. That is what they do. So I don't have many examples of him, but I have seen it where he wears his pants low. Absolutely. And whatever, it's fine. I get it. Guys don't have the hip, whatever. Okay. But he does wear his pants low. And then you have her. Oh my goodness. It's just one train wreck after another. And I always say, people have different bodies. There are things that you can do. There are tricks and things that you can do. She does the worst possible thing and just tucks her shirts in and pulls her pants up to her boobs. I don't understand it. It gives her the strangest look, but she is all about it. She really is. Oh my gosh, this is one of the worst. This was it's Sussex now. Okay. All right, pants up to your neck. Maybe you should focus on that rather than getting your own name wrong. I thought it was going to be Spencer. That's about the time that rumor was going around too. That didn't work out for you, so it's Sussex. Okay, cool. Anyway, I just thought that was such a funny post and such a funny point, so I thought I would show that to you. But now I would like to look at What's the Goosip, where I read some of your comments and we just see what you guys are talking about. So make sure you're leaving me comments. And speaking of 90s and early 2000s, by the way, I love this band. Kiss me. So that's why my name is that. But I thought I could look at your comments, and a huge thank you to everybody who leaves me such wonderful, kind, amazing comments. You mean the world to me, and I appreciate you so much. Let's take a look at what you all are saying. And again, sorry it cut off in the last one. I've pulled the ones that I missed and put them in this one. A bunch of you guys posted this. So I want to give a shout out to Jojo Sales, Chol 1414, Ruth Ferguson 7175, and ZHMW, because all of you guys, and so many of you, that's probably one of the most asked questions is, who's taking the photos? Who's taking the photos? That's my question too. Who's taking the photos? Who's taking the photo of her rear? Who's taking the photo of Harry throwing the kids in the pool? Things like that. It's so I'm sorry, throwing one kid in the pool and letting the other one be ignored over in the corner. But yes, so many of you guys asked, who's taking the photo? I don't know. You can let me know what you think. That's really funny. All right. Shout out to Susie G Mom too. I showed the photo of Meghan while listening to you. My husband said, you mean she posted this on purpose? I couldn't stop laughing. Susie G, I can't stop laughing as well. And tell your husband he's hilarious. Hi, Susie's husband. You're hilarious. That is so funny. I would like to know the same thing. Did she do that on purpose? What's happening? Does she have eyes? Does she need an eye check? Maybe an eye exam. Maybe so, because I don't get it either. But that's really a funny comment. Thank you, Susie G. And thank you, hubby. All right. Pat Claus says, isn't that what we used to call an atomic wedgie? Why, yes, it is, Pat Claus. And that is brilliant. It's one of those terms that I haven't heard in a very long time. So I forgot that's what it's called. But you're right. I said she was giving herself a wedgie. You're right. She's giving herself an atomic wedgie. And if you're not from here and you don't know what that means, that's like when you go really, like if somebody picks you up, I think by the undies and like you get, yep. You lift them up by the undies and it goes way up there. Oh, God. All right. Shout out to Ginny Jane that says she's standing there humming the Right Said Fred song. I'm too sexy to herself. It's her anthem song. I thought this was such a funny comment, and I've had that song in my head since I read this comment. So thank you for that. And if you guys want to play a game, let's play. Tell me in the captions what song is playing in her head for this photo. Let me know. I really like your answer, Jenny. Is it Jenny J? I really like that answer very much. But if you have another song and you guys want to comment what song's playing in her head, let me know. That's really funny. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny Jane, for that. And then we have T Knows 470. It says, "Oh my, it's worse than I thought. I hadn't seen the shoes. LOL." Well, I can't really blame you, T Knows. I mean, your eyes go right to the atomic wedgie of it all. The cheeks, buns out for grandma. So why would you see the shoes? The shoes are one crazy aspect of about 100 crazy things, and your eyes go straight to the cheekage. So yeah, I can't really fault you there. I just thought it was funny. I know. Why? Oh, it's so funny. So funny. All right. And then Diane says, now I can't eat another sandwich. I'm so sorry, Diane. That made me laugh. So what happened is when we were looking at the photo, I said, I made a joke about it's sandwiched in there between two buns. And then I was like, ugh. And apparently I've ruined sandwiches. My apologies, Diane. I can only say I'm so sorry. Actually, no, Meghan has ruined sandwiches. I won't take that on. Anyway. But continue to leave me your comments. I love them so much. I love reading them. This has become one of my favorite parts of each episode. It's going back through your comments and reacting to them and talking about them. They can be funny. They can be serious. They can be whatever you want. Whatever's on your mind, leave it for me and you might be featured on What's the Goose Up? Thank you to everybody who leaves me your comments. I'm going to leave this one here. I wasn't supposed to be here today. I just had to jump on and record because, it's so crazy. Please do let me know your thoughts on all of this. And I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Hello. What? I wasn't supposed to be here today. That was Clerks, right? Clerks. It was Dante? I think so. You can let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I think it's Dante. Yeah. Okay. How are you? Yeah, so I was planning to take Sunday and maybe Monday off and just chill. I've just worked a lot lately and I had family over and it's great. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. So I just wanted to chill, but these two idiots keep doing things and I keep finding it so funny. I'm hooked on the nonsense. So I just thought, we'll have some laughs. So here I am. So as they continue to do things, I'll talk about it. Otherwise, I will see you again soon. I hope you all have the best day. If you stay tuned this long, I don't know. Leave me your song. I love music. So let me know what song you think she would be playing in her head for that picture. I don't think it's anything related to family because I don't even think she's looking at them. I don't think she cares. It's more about what's playing in her head for herself, knowing that her rear access point was being gross photographed. All right. That's going to do it for me. Take care of yourself. Stay healthy. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Ew, gross. I'm trying to think what song I would pick. I'll have to give it thought. I'll give it thought. I'll think of what song's playing in her head. I don't know. That's funny. Bye.